Since then, authorities have searched by air, by foot, and on horseback.
Helicopters, drones, and dive teams have also been brought in to try to find him. Today, his parents spoke exclusively to our Holly Thompson.
She's live tonight in Sumner County. Holly, I imagine...
Baby to be okay. I don't know where he's at.
Mom Katie broke down several times in our interview, but says her hope is strong that her son Sebastian will be found safe and return home.
He's going to walk through that door, and this street will be flooded again with family and relatives all waiting to hug and love him. And
Stepdad Chris says it's been an emotional roller coaster that all started Sunday night, February 25th.
Pretty normal. He was playing in his room. When I told him to go to bed, he did. He said, "Good night, Mom. I love you."
Katie says she went to wake up Sebastian around 6 a.m. Monday for school, and he was gone. Within minutes, Katie says she was on the phone with Chris, who was working out of town, and they quickly called 911.
And he's not a runner. He's never run away before. I don't know why. I don't know why he walked out that door.
I mean, he's a good kid. He's not a mischievous child by any means.
Katie and Chris say Sebastian is not on social media. While he loves to play Minecraft, they tell me he does not have any online capabilities. I asked if there was any reason he might want to leave.
We've been combing over that day and even the weeks before he left, and I haven't been able to figure it out. He's, that morning he was laughing, he was joking.
It's as if Sebastian vanished. No sign of him on any video throughout the community. Thousands of miles logged by law enforcement, canines, helicopters, even dive teams, and no sign of him. Chris and Katie tell me they've been harassed, people pointing fingers at them.
You're not in this situation. You don't quite understand. I wish people would step back, take a different wide open view, and not assume what they know. It's just better to stick to the facts.
Are you both in the clear?
I can tell you that Mom, myself, and the father have worked very fully and cooperatively with all agencies across the board. We have anything that they've wanted, we have provided.
We love you so much, and we want you to come home, and you're not in trouble.
They do not have evidence to support foul play. They need evidence. They need blood. Listen to the things that they need, y'all, to be criminal.
They certainly do have theories. So what would it take to call this now a criminal investigation? General Whitley tells me there has to be something, physical evidence, blood, Sebastian's clothing, a flashlight, or security video, or an eyewitness implicating someone. But at this point, the simple fact is there's nothing. But that's not to say that can't change, and General Whitley says he stays in contact with authorities, ready to prosecute if it does. Sumner County EMA Director Ken Widener says his crews are on call 24/7, ready to go when investigators contact them with new leads on potential evidence.
And anytime the Sheriff's Office indicates or TBI indicates where you've got an area of interest that we need to search, we go.
Chris said he was going back to work in Memphis. Katie said she left to be with him. When Nancy asked if she was concerned about being home while the search is ongoing, she said she was, and she left because her son could be anywhere.
Okay. Following back up on that morning, you search the home, Ms. Proudfoot, then you get in your vehicle and you start searching. Did Sebastian know how to drive?
No, ma'am.
Was your car in the same location when you woke up that morning as it was the night before?
Yes, ma'am.
Has your car been searched by police?
Multiple times, yes, ma'am.
Have scent dogs looked at your car?
Yes, ma'am.
So your car's in the same place. You get in the car, you start looking in the neighborhood for him. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Then you call Mr. Proudfoot, right?
I believe I was already on the phone with him at that point.
Okay. Question, who called 911?
I did.
You did.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
time?
Without looking at a call log, I can't give you the exact time, but on or about.
Why she couldn't call the
6:20.
police? Why she can't do nothing?
And had you guys been talking on the phone before 6 a.m. or did you initially call Mr. Prophet at the time you realized Sebastian was gone?
I called him when I realized Sebastian was gone.
Have you guys been out looking for Sebastian?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
We were given information that you guys have left the home. Is that true?
Listen, y'all.
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
I'm going back to work.
You're going back to work. What about you, Miss Prophet?
And I'm not going back to work. Not yet, at least.
Did you leave the home also, Miss Prophet?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Why?
To accompany my husband going back to work, and then I'm coming back.
He know how to go to work by himself?
Okay, when will you be back? Do you know yet?
No, not yet.
Wait a minute.
Are you concerned about being away while the search is ongoing?
Why is she going? Y'all, wasn't he at work when she went missing? I'm asking y'all, wasn't he at work when Sebastian went missing? Why do she think that she should go with him? And her son is missing. Her house should be filled with her family trying to find Sebastian, sitting there comforting her. She's not feeling like she need to be comforted. She's trying to keep up with Chris. She's trying to keep up with Chris, y'all. She there to comfort her husband. So she act like her husband did something. But these some folks right here. Ooh, Jesus.
Absolutely, I am.
Then why are you going?
Thank you.
Because my son could be anywhere, and we're looking everywhere and anywhere.
What? Episode.
I've got a question for you. I want to find out about Mr. Proudfoot hitting Sebastian with a belt. What happened?
That was actually several years ago.
Several
and it
years
was-
ago.
Mr. Proudfoot, to Mr. Proudfoot, to Mr. Proudfoot.
Yes,
Mr.
ma'am.
Proudfoot, what happened?
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. I thought you were asking me.
He spaced out.
Sebastian had gotten in trouble. He got caught lying. And I had asked him, I said, hey, you got to have a punishment for this. He says, yes, sir. And I said, okay. So I gave him a swat with a belt on his buttocks on the outside of his clothes. One swat.
And you probably hit him real hard.
What did he lie about?
At the time, honestly, I don't remember at the time, but it was probably something dealing with school because that's majority where his issues lie.
What? So that mean that the teachers lied to us? Did the teacher lie to us? The teacher say he's a good boy. He always smiling. We ain't heard nothing about the smell of his clothes, have we? So let me see. Let me see something.
Buddy, let alone a child.
The heartache is deep in Sumner County as a classroom chair has sat empty all week long, one that belongs to Sebastian
Look at what the school's gonna
Rogers, a
say,
missing
y'all.
15-year-old with autism. He hasn't been seen in 5 days. A dive team has now been called in to help with this investigation. News Channel 5's Aaron Cantrell has been
Let's see
following this
what
search all
bad
week.
the teacher's
Aaron, tell
gonna
us what's
say
going on
about
out
him.
there today.
Well, Emily and Carrie, there's still an active scene out here, but We do know that the Franklin Police Department, they got a call from the Sumner County Sheriff's Office yesterday asking if they could send out a dive team. And there was a small police presence outside of the Rogers family home today. There were members of that dive team. Also, there was a raft and an ATV, and officers were just looking at the area, just hoping to look for anything that could lead to Sebastian. But community members, they are just hoping and praying that he comes home safely. It's a busy day inside Worsham's General Store.
Kids are buzzing in and out of here.
It's going to be 4:37.
Some people call it the foundation of the Shackle Island community.
Teachers are grabbing breakfast and lunch.
But this community hasn't felt stable since Monday, after 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers went missing from his home on Stratford Court.
My entire school is in a constant state of prayer for him.
Patricia Shemansky is Sebastian's former 8th grade teacher at T.W. Hunter Middle School.
He has a great sense of humor. He loves people. He loves animals.
She says Sebastian may have autism, but he's extremely high functioning.
He has a great sense of humor, loves to laugh. He's a jokester. He's extremely smart.
Feeling helpless as they wait around for answers, her school decided to honor Sebastian by wearing his favorite color.
You have to pick a pencil, you pick the green one, you know. You pick a folder, you pick a green one. So he always picked green, so we knew it was his favorite.
This week, multiple agencies have searched thousands of miles for Sebastian, using scent-trained dogs, horses, and technology, but still no luck.
Typically, autism children are drawn to water. So if there's a pond or a lake on anyone's property, to look those places.
Andrea Haynes also knows Sebastian likes small spaces.
Sebastian came to my classroom because it's a small classroom. He always was smiling and always had a great imagination when it came to drawing.
They're hopeful he will return home safely.
Law enforcement now has reason to believe that Sebastian has either been abducted or is in serious danger of injury or death, and it has been an all-hands-on-deck effort. On Monday, the Sumner County EMA director says there were over 200 searchers on the ground, plus canines, helicopters, and drones. There's been help from about 24 agencies with rescue and dive teams on standby. We're told nothing is off the table. They've even been playing his favorite song, Eye of the Tiger, along the search to try and soothe Sebastian. Now, they've been scouring a 5-mile radius in the beach and Shackle Island area. A reminder, Sebastian Rogers is described as 5'5", 120 pounds, dirty blonde hair, last seen wearing a black sweatsuit. We're told he does have autism, is drawn to small spaces, and is active at night.
Strong have spent 3 days scouring the area around 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers' home to no avail. With an active Amber Alert now in effect, the clock is ticking. This is Maya Owens, joins us live tonight from Hendersonville. Maya, what's the latest?
Well, Bob, Haley, tonight the tone has been centered around prayer. Right now, we're outside of the command post for this search, but across Sumner